Congratulations, a great result. You must be really pleased with the performance.
Yes, absolutely. I think to come here and play the way we played after having a big chance in the first minutes, not scoring and conceding from a set piece, and still react the way we did, the way we played football against a really good side. And the 3 goals that we scored, overall I think we should be proud because it's never easy to come here against this team.
There's some great quality in the goals as well. How much happier were you with the way you looked going forward tonight compared to how you were on Saturday?
Well, I think on Saturday we have some difficulties against the high press that we have resolved today. We were much cleaner and more efficient to break that pressing. That's why we get in much better conditions, and you provide much better spaces and situations to your front players to exploit their qualities. So that was a big improvement. And after defensively as well, I think we were really effective on our high press. We won the ball in really dangerous areas and get going from there. And we have to defend deep as well. I think we did it pretty well.
That's 16 points you've taken from a possible 18 in the last few Premier League games. How much has changed over the last month or so for you, do you think? And what is it that is really starting to work for you now?
Well, obviously football games are always judged by the results, and that affects confidence. And sometimes we're having good games and not deserving to lose at all, and we were losing football matches. The moment that we started to win and confidence went up and we started to grow and understand each other better, we got some players back and the spirit started to lift a little bit. Things looked much better, to be fair.
There was a strange incident, I think, in the second half when Pepe was going to be coming off and ended up getting booked. I mean, what did you make of what was happening there?
Well, we were going to take Nico off and bring Gavi in, but Emile got injured, so we had to change straight away. We didn't want to use that substitution because then we had to do 2 substitutions, and the referee believed that we were wasting time or something, and he made that call.
And just finally from me, obviously the window closes very soon. How much closer are you to maybe bringing in Odegaard, do you think?
Well, I think we are pretty close, but it's not finalized as I am standing here because I haven't talked to Edu or the club in the last few hours. But we are pretty positive that we can finalize the deal.
Thanks, Mikel.
Thank you.
Thanks, Fraser. We'll go to Sammy Mockbell, the Daily Mail.
Hi, Mikel. You probably won't appreciate me asking you, but you spent the season sort of looking, much as in looking below you, but you're finally looking upwards now, and I think you're 5 points away from the top 4. Is that something you could start thinking about?
I don't want to really look at the table. I want to look at ourselves and how can we get better, the reasons why we are performing better and winning more football matches, and get that consistency that we've been lacking. And just try to improve as a team. Tomorrow is another day, review the game, train, improve in many areas that we have to get better at it, and see where we get by doing that.
I'll just quickly ask about Emile, what the problem is and if there are any early indications.
Yeah, well, he was injured for the game on the FA Cup, so he wasn't available. And we knew that probably today he could not play the whole game, and he had some muscular discomfort, and he had to come off again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sammy. We'll go to Mark Manbryan from PA.
Hi, Mikel.
Hello.
You worked with Raheem Sterling for a while, and adding goals was seen as almost the last thing he needed to do. He did that, and now Bukayo has seemingly added that to his game too. Just how good is he at the moment, and do you see bits of Raheem in his game?
Well, Bukayo is doing really well. He's all the time asking to train more, to improve in areas that he can do better. That was certainly one, producing the final bit in the box to score or assist. He's doing that much more often, and if he's able to do that with the work rate that he has, with the intelligence that he shows on the pitch, and with the capacity that he has to understand the game even in different positions, then he becomes a really complete player.
Because he's adding those goals, does it mean to you now you almost don't want to use him in left back or left wing back, he has to play further upfield for you at the moment.
Well, I think it's much better when he plays in the last line of our attack. The truth is that we have only one left-footed fullback, and sometimes maybe we have to use him. And it's good for his development as well to play there. And last season he played a lot of games there, and I think it made him a much better player. So he needs to adapt, and he's always keen to play in different positions. But obviously, at a certain moment, we have to try to find some stability for him to just focus on where we are heading with him.
He's still young and relatively inexperienced, but he seems to almost be something of a leader on the pitch as well. Is that just another bonus, another string to his bow almost?
He's got that. He's really humble, really respectful, but at the same time he's got that character within him, and on the pitch he can reveal and he can demand the ball and he can make actions and he can make decisions that is not very usual at his age. So that's something that is great, because we need that leadership, and he's gaining that with his performances and his attitude around the team.
Thank you, Phil.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mark. We'll go to Art DeRoche from The Athletic.
Hi, Mikel. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Just touching on players playing in different positions, you played Nicolas Pepe off the left-hand side today, and of course you've done that in the Europa League as well. I was just wondering what benefits you see from playing him on that side rather than the right-hand side.
It was more because of what we wanted to do in attack and the spaces that we had, we wanted to exploit, and we believe that we could exploit some spaces there, and he could be really efficient to do that. I think the other night that he had a good game. He was involved in our best attacking moments, and the way he's been training, he deserves his chance. And I think today he did the job really well.
And today, out of possession, I saw Rob Holding and David Luiz were making a real effort to get the team defending very high up the pitch. How important was that in your approach to this game today? Yeah,
when you allowed Southampton time on the ball, they play with a lot of players inside and they overload you in really dangerous areas, and we had to be careful of that. So the more aggressive we could be to regain the ball in those areas, we knew the way they attack that they could get exposed in transition. I think we did that very effectively and really well for big parts, but physically it was really demanding game, and sometimes we have to defend deeper, and I think we did that really well as well. So that's why I think you beat a team like them, because at the end we did a lot of things right.
When you're defending deeper, does the concentration and the leadership come into play again, and just how important is it in those circumstances too? Yeah,
we can defend a little bit deeper and be flatter and be a little bit more zonal, but within your zone you have to be aggressive and you have to dominate your space, and I think that today we've done that, and everybody worked superly hard again, and you get rewarded when you do that.
Thanks, Mikel.
Thank you.
Thanks, Art. We'll go to Charles Watson, goal.
Hi, Mikel.
Hello.
We saw Thomas Partey limp off in the second half. Was that just cramp? And also, can you give us a little update on Kieran Tierney in terms of Saturday?
Yes, from Saturday, just to make it clear, in the FA Cup game, we had 5 players that they were not available to play. I just want to make clear that we made 7 changes, and 5 of them were because they were not ready to play the game. And he was one of them, and Thomas was another one of them, and you could see today that he could not even hold for 60 minutes. So we have to manage those players, we have to protect them, and sometimes they are not fit, but I cannot explain every single day how everybody's feeling.
Or that was just cramp for Thomas, then it was just precaution taking him off?
We don't know. He was feeling some discomfort, and hopefully it's nothing, but he was struggling.
Do you think Kieran might be all right for Man United at the weekend?
I don't know. He wasn't available against Southampton on the FA Cup. He was injured. He's still injured today. And let's see how he progresses for the game against Man United.
Just lastly for me, we saw the players sending their support to Pierre after the goals with the pictures that we saw of Lacazette and Bukayo. Is there any sort of update on Aubameyang? How's he getting on?
No, but I love how they support each other and how they just protect each other. And Oba is having a difficult times, and we are all behind him, and this win is for him.
Thanks, Mikel.
Yeah,
Thanks, Charles. And then finally, go to Sam Dean from Telegraph.
Hi, Mikel. Just one from me on Laka. It seems like he's pretty much a different player since Boxing Day against Chelsea. What do you put that sort of click down to, and is it sort of the young kid energising him and moving around him?
Well, the team dynamics is better. He's found his form, and he's having more games, more consecutive games starting, and he's scoring goals. And then I think that's a really strong combination for any player, and in particular for a goal scorer like him, that he needs to be in the score sheet.